that's near the end of the last course you're going to take before you sit for your license examination for the principal's certificate. So it's a very important course. Let me hasten to add that you're going to learn a lot, and I want you to know that the person you're going to learn the most from is your cooperating administrator. And I don't know who it is for you, but you certainly would do, and I will get to know them. They are a key to how well you're going to be ready or prepared to do the job of an administrator. Young lady, come up here and get a piece of paper or every pile behind me, and I'll get you checked off the roll here directly. So he or she is very, very important to your whole process. And you will, when we go through what you're going to have to do, you're going to see that that's absolutely true. There are two strands that you will be running in for reporting purposes. One strand is something called TK20, which I've been assured all of you have bought, and you all know what it is. You are going to submit 4 items to TK20. They are plan 1, plan 2, your time log. Last one back there, shut the door because Gary's getting funny over there and they're gonna laugh us out of here. The time log and your evaluation at the end of the course, which will have to be signed by your cooperating administrator. You will scan in the document with his signature or her signature and upload it to TK20. So there are 4 things that must be logged into TK20, uploaded to TK20 in order for you to successfully complete this course. Everything else that you generate, and let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of other things that you generate. Principal among those will be a self-appraisal, which is going to be something you will do about how well you are able to function in the 9 principal competency areas. And your cooperating administrator is going to look over it, 2 heads are better than 1, to determine where you have the greatest strength and where you have the most room for growth. That's going to be used for creating a professional performance plan, which will survive this course and be a part of your lexicon or a part of your electronic portfolio for as long as you want to continue to grow professionally. So those 2 things will be in the final report. Other things that are going to find their way into the final report are your executive summaries, of which there will be 3. The executive summaries, I like to have those done in a bulleted format. I don't care for you to be generating literature. I'd rather know what you're doing. Just boom, boom, boom. Now, let me tell you quickly that there is a way that you can keep from smothering yourself. You're going to have to keep a log of hours, and those should be done in bulleted format as well. There is a form on TK20 that you log every segment of time that you devote to the internship, and it has to total 160 hours before you complete the course. Okay. As a matter of fact, what you're doing tonight, you should log this in the very start of your hours. Some of you will find it exceedingly easy to log 160 hours because of the nature of your job. Some of the rest of you are going to have to devote extra hours just to get it done. And we will work together with your cooperating administrator to make sure that we get those 160 hours in. It's a state requirement. It's not something Brooks dreamed up or the University of North Texas, but there will be 160 verifiable hours logged in and down uploaded to TK20. Now, from those 160 hours, the first third of the course, you can just take those first third and take those same bulleted hours that you logged and then scan them and then put them in your executive summary. Just paste and drop. You know how to do that, don't you? You might put a few little words at the front, say, okay, this is what I've done, and at the end, this is where far I've come, this is what I learned. With that strategy in mind, you will save yourself a whole bunch of time, and you also will spend a little bit more mental grease in putting down your hours. Now, the form that's in TK20 for you to log your hours also has, once you write down, 20 minutes parent conference, blah, 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 whatever. And then out here to the side, the 9 principal competency areas are listed. You just put a little X in which area you have been working in during that period of time that you just wrote down. Okay, over time, I'll be able to look at that, so will you, and tell where you're spending all your time. And guess what? We're gonna do a self-appraisal near the front of the course. It's gonna tell us where you need to spend time. And what I always find is that tend to be folks spend the time where they're already pretty astute. I want you to be well-rounded. I will talk to your cooperating administrator, make sure that if they don't know anything about budget, I want you to throw them right up in the middle of it. If they don't know anything about learning strategies, which I don't believe that, I think that's where you're gonna have a strength, I want you to throw them right up in the middle of that. When it comes to discipline, I want for them to have the opportunity to sit in on ARDS, sit in on whatever. Sir, come up here and get a piece of paper or every pile behind me and have a seat. So that's how you're gonna do your, blend those two things together, your time log and your executive summaries. There's gonna be 3 of them. First, third, middle third, tail end, okay? Let's go to your document that you drew from these piles up here. It's called the syllabus. It looks like this. For you there on the YouTube, I hope you found the syllabus and the pile on the blackboard. Myself, I want a hard copy, but if you're the type that wants to carry it around on a laptop, look at it, fine. It's up to you, but you are gonna have to refer to this on a regular basis. And I'm gonna break for just a moment because we have a dignitary that has entered the room that I want to shine the light on for just a moment. Now,
you don't have to shine the camera on me.
just shine it on her left. This is Linda Stromberg, and she's the leader of AOP. Talk to them.
Well, I'm your advisor too, and I know many of you I've had in class or talked to you on the phone, or you've needed a question or whatever, but I've not seen you in person. So can they introduce themselves
Sure.
real quick? I know you probably just
I was saving
introduced
that up for you to get here.
Okay, well, I was